Well, I'm just sitting here watching the last of the burn pile go down. I recently leveled it off with a front end loader and took all the ash from the last 6 years of burning out into the woods, so now I have a good flat spot again instead of a big pile of ash to burn on. And while I'm waiting on that to burn down, I thought I'd go ahead and take a minute to put a few little things together, things that we wanted for the house but couldn't find pre-made. Nothing major, just some real small niche items that we wanted and couldn't find conveniently, so we had to make them up as we went. And with any luck, maybe these ideas will help somebody else who needs something similar, or maybe just give the idea of coming up with your own solutions to things that aren't pre-made and something you can hillbilly custom for yourself. The first thing was just a tile cabinet with full-length mirror for the master bathroom. We couldn't find a cabinet that was in this configuration, one that was open on the narrow side and closed and solid on the broad side to hang a full-length mirror. So the only solution we could come up with was to use two separate cabinets and join them together to make one. The two individual cabinets were the right width, but only half the appropriate depth. So we used two of them, one without a door on the bottom section and one with a door on the bottom section, and mounted them one in front of the other to make it appear as one cabinet. The mirror on the wide side conceals almost the entire joint where the two cabinets are joined together and hides the fact that it's actually two separate cabinets. So there you have the finished product. The mirror on the wide side and the towels in on the narrow side. And project number 2 was a table for the porch. That had to be really heavy just because we live in an area that's so windy most of the time. So what we're starting with is actually a cutout from a quartz countertop where they had to cut out sections for these sinks and cooktop and such. This is the cutout from the cooktop. Okay, so looking at the underside, just pick an arbitrary dimension using the width of a carpenter's pencil. And draw a line to give you the inner edge, how far from the edge you are. This one's already marked. Mark that with the pencil. Set him at the intersection. And that gives you the locations for the holes. One thing you obviously don't want to do is drill all the way through. So with the roughly 1 1/8 inch thickness of the material, just set a piece of tape as a visual stopper, 1 inch back or a little less than 1 inch, because you don't want to be penetrating and having the dowel plugs visible from the top side. After you drill the holes, glue short sections of dowel into each hole, and that will allow you to use regular screws to attach the legs. So that's it, finished right there, except for peeling off the little protective plastic film that comes on the quartz when they install the countertop. I apologize for the noise. It is pouring rain and has been for several days now. But it is what it is, and we will get them in place.